class, trying to figure out who we look like, and I'm just like, I don't really look like anyone. And I was thinking, sometimes I sound like a cross between a pug and Darth Vader. It's like, that's what I do when I'm really nervous, and I see a little bit of that. All right, so I'm a UVic student. I'm studying theater. I'm getting my BFA, which we all know that means a bachelor in fuck all. My parents are really proud of me. Yeah, so acting, it's a really fun gig I got going on. Basically, I like to think when I have a big project going or a big scene that I have to perform, I try to pick a day when I know I'll be having PMS. Because then shit gets real. You ain't acting no more. No, seriously, and people will be like, oh my god, you're so talented. You just cried and yelled and smiled all within 30 seconds. And I'm like, yeah, bitch. You were so bloated and cranky and felt like eating a tub of ice cream all to yourself, you would find it easy to cry too. Yeah. It's good times. Also, what's hard is not using my acting abilities in real life. Because then friends will be like, oh, does this make me look fat? I'm like, no. No, you lost 5 pounds, right? Yeah, that's cool. Or my lover in bed will be like, baby, did you just fake that orgasm? I was like, baby, no, I wouldn't do that. I would no, you did good. High five. What's really difficult is acting with someone you hate. I've had to do this before. Yeah, one time I was acting with an ex-boyfriend, and we were doing A Midsummer Night's Dream by Shakespeare. Yeah, that was fun when you had to portray that you really love someone on stage, but really you get into the wings and you're like, I want to rip your balls off. Yeah, so if you don't know Shakespeare, basically he played Bottom, and Bottom gets turned into an ass. He didn't have to act. Which brings me to my relationship status now, actually. When all those people were clapping who were single in here, I was clapping the loudest. And it's kind of funny, because, Valentine's Day rolls around and people are like, yeah, Singles Awareness Day. I don't need that. I'm very aware how single and desperate and lonely I am. I don't need anybody else reminding me. And it's funny being single, because sometimes you get this longing to find, the one from fairy tale movies. And guys pick up on this. They know how desperate you are. I don't know how they can tell. It's like a look or a scent, but you walk into the clubs, you're like, I'm single. And you're sniffing out all the single men. You're like, yeah, I'll find you one. I don't know, is that creepy? I don't know, how can they tell? I don't know. No, but I do this thing where I go into La Senza, and I'll try on some lingerie while I'm single, right? I'll be like, oh yeah, and I'll ask the sales girls, I'll be like, hey, how does this look on me? And they'll be like, girl, you looking fine, you just looking so good in that. They're the only ones that'll tell me this. See, I don't have a boyfriend to tell me this, so I go to La Senza. Maybe somebody will tell me I'm good looking. Yeah. I went on Plenty of Fish. Just my friend was like, oh hey, ego booster. So I went on there and some guy messaged me. He's like, oh, where did you get those eyes? So I messaged him back and I said, well, there's this really good doctor in Metrotown, the mall. It's like, he offered me a really good deal, 2 for 1. Yeah, it was a great operation, I loved it. And he messaged me back with, oh, I've never been to that mall. Really? So that was a fail. So then I was thinking about the way I look and things, trying to attract a boyfriend. I'm so tiny in comparison to all my friends that I actually had one guy just the other day. He's like, yeah, you're really tiny. I'm like, thanks, I noticed. And I was like, trying to get to know him. I was like, yeah, so I like small dogs. I'm not a bitch. But I do like small dogs. And he's like, oh, are they regular sized dogs to you? Yeah, that was successful. Yeah, so another thing that sucks about being single is there's no one to kill spiders for you at home. Because I live by myself, and like, I'll come home and it'll be like 10 o'clock at night, so it's pitch black, and I'll be like, oh yeah, getting all my things tidied up and things. All of a sudden, in the corner of the room, there's a wolf spider watching me. Just watching me. He's like, hey Amy, welcome home. Oh my god. Like, nobody's there, so I end up getting a glass and trying to capture it, but I end up crushing its back hind legs, and then I just imagine for the rest of the night some crippled spider dragging itself all around my house, and it's just a nightmare, and that's why I need a boyfriend. Yeah, so living by myself, it's like I'm an adult. What? I know, I'm so young in comparison to all the other comics coming up here. It's like they don't even get half my jokes. I can't remember when they were single. Let's not get into that. So yeah, being an adult, it's really strange because my friends haven't started having kids yet, which is kind of good because then I'll really be an adult and that'll be scary. But I was thinking, like, I'm really obsessed with Harry Potter. I have a tattoo and everything on my ankle. It's crazy. And I was thinking, you know, some mothers, when they have the children in the womb, they'll play them like classical music to make them smart and stuff. I was like, oh my god, Harry Potter audiobooks? In the womb, it'll come out with a British accent. Can you imagine? Oh my god, its first word will be like, mummy, and I'll be like, it'll be beautiful. I'm really excited for that. Maybe that's why I'm single. Until the kid comes home one day and knows better. It's like, Mom, Lord of the Rings is so much better. Get out. Move all of your stuff out of this house. You are never coming back until you take that back. And then they'll be living alone, and nobody will be able to kill spiders for them, and the cycle begins again. Thank you.